Hey, good afternoon, guys. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be doing a lesson on how to use Wakelet in the classroom. I think I already know everyone who is joining us live, but for anyone who will be joining us later on a recording of this, I'm Erin Chambliss. I am a ELA teacher at Elkmont High School, 8th and 9th grade ELA, and I am working on my master's degree in library media. So I have learned a lot about Wakelet through library media or through this program, and I want to share it with you guys so you can use it in your own classrooms. So before we get started, has anyone used Wakelet before?
I have not.
No.
No.
So I'm going to move into screen sharing and show you this slideshow that I have put together. Now, I have already sent you guys an email with this slideshow attached, as well as a PDF document that has some screenshots and some things you can print and help you create your own Wakelet collection. I've also sent you a Google form so that you can fill out and assess this lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into screen sharing this slideshow. And here are some things that Wakelet can be used for. The way we're going to approach it today, although Wakelet can be used for a lot of different things, we're going to approach it as if it's going to be a tool to help you organize your teaching units. We have a lot of teachers who have been teaching a long time and they've got a lot of resources and they're in a lot of different places. So Wakelet can help you put all of it together in one online source. It's not taking up space on your computer. You can access it from anywhere, so you can have online and offline resources in one location. Even if it's videos, you can have it in this one Wakelet collection. So on this slide here, I'm putting it in a step-by-step process. I'm not going to click on this one, but I do have a link here if you want to use it to go to the Wakelet site, because I have shared this with you. But on mine, since I've already created an account, it's going to go straight to mine. But you will have to create an account, but it's free. And then number two, this is one that I put together for a previous assignment, previous class. And I'm going to let you see it and see what all Wakelet does. This one was done for one of my library media classes. And the approach taken in it is, I am a library media specialist, and I've been approached by a new teacher, a new ELA teacher for 8th grade, and she needs some help putting together some resources to help her teach The Outsiders, the novel The Outsiders for 8th grade. So this one has a little cover photo, a title, a description, and then here's where you're going to add them. And these are all of the resources that I added, and I put them in order, probably of when they would be used. So it starts with the large unit plans here, and then it goes down to where there's a link to how you can tie in the movie and some smaller lessons there. So I put 10 sources together to do this. I'm not going to have you do that many, but we are going to create one of these together. It's going to look kind of like this. So back to our slideshow. Our next step after we create an assignment, we're going to create one together that's going to be a Wakelet tutorial within Wakelet. I'm going to play this little screen recording for you. Now, in these screen recordings, I have some audio recorded. So if you go back and look at this later, you'll have me on audio taking you through it, but the audio doesn't work well through Zoom. So I'm just going to play it without audio and talk you through it. So you're first going to go to the home page. that you have created. And you can see some of the ones I already put together. And then the next thing you're going to do is go to this create a new collection. And the first thing we're going to do is go over to the left side and give it a cover photo. We're going to click on the little paint wheel, add a cover image. You can upload it from their free images, which is Upsplash or Unsplash, or you can add it from your own photos, which is what I did. So we made it like a little Wakelet logo. And then we're going to give it a title and a description. That's what goes just under the photo. I believe I have that in the next slide. Play this one for you as well if you follow along. So it gets a title. We're going to call it Wakelet Tutorial. And I really don't type that slow, but my internet was really, really slow when I recorded this. I don't know why. But we're calling it Wakelet Tutorial, a teacher guide. Teacher guide is your description. And then down there in the green box is where we're going to be able to add different things to it. Now, ideally, you would curate your sources before. So I found some and I highlight the top, copy, paste it, and you paste it directly in the little green box and it adds it in order. So the next one that you do will go on top of that. You can do, this one is an article, a step-by-step guide. And the other one that I'm going to add now is a YouTube video, which you may want to actually go back and watch. Since I have shared this slideshow presentation with you, you can access that video through this Wakelet that we're creating, and you can watch that. And it's actually a very helpful guide to what all Wakelet can do for teachers. So I've got both a video as well as an article. And then the next thing is you can add straight from your computer. You can add PDF documents. It doesn't have to be things that are online. So the checklist that I have already shared with you via email, I'm adding it to this. So if you are putting together a unit, you could be adding your tests to this Wakelet so that you can keep it all together, or any worksheets. And then I wanted to do something just for fun. You can add in gifts. So I put in my favorite teacher, Dumbledore, and I'm going to add in a little gift for Dumbledore just for fun. That always makes it more fun for the students if this is the type of thing you're going to show them, or if you're going to share it with other teachers, so share the unit with other teachers. So we've added Dumbledore there. So now you know how to add your online resources, add your PDF documents, things from your computer, and how to add a GIF or animated GIF. Now, what if you need to add your own text to these instructions? If you notice, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but in the Outsiders one that I did, all of those descriptions were things that I put in. Sometimes the site, the resource will have a little blurb that it will put in there for you, but you can edit it. So I actually edited those back in that other, well, let me go back to it and show you. all of this right here, I actually put in myself to give this hypothetical new teacher a little more information about what she is looking at. So I put some strengths and weaknesses of each source. So you can do something like that here. You can add to the source, add a description, change what they're saying about it. You can rearrange, and then I'm going to show you how to share it and make it public so that other people can see it. So if you follow along with the screen recording, again, I'm going to add, since this one was just that checklist, I'm going to add a little to it. You go to the pencil and then you add what you want to type in. You can also go to the pencil under the photo and add a different image if you don't want it to just say something like PDF. So I'm adding a description to this, calling it a step-by-step list that you can go by. And like I said, this is the same thing that I've shared with you. So you can, you have access to this PDF and this Wakelet that we're creating. And then after you have saved that and you're done, I'm going to show you how to rearrange them. Wakelet adds it in the order it does. The new one goes on top of the old source, but you don't have to leave them in the order that you put them in. You can rearrange them. All you have to do is click and drag. So you just drag it in the order that you want. So just like a lot of others, a lot of other tools that we use, like in PowerPoint or Google Slides, we can just drag the slides. You're just dragging the resource to where you want it. So you would think something like the GIF would go at the bottom, since it's just for fun, not really a necessary resource. So I'm just dragging it down. So then when you have them in, you have it set, where it automatically defaults to private. So no one else can see your Wakelet collection unless you tell them to. So in that case, we have to go to the share button, change it from private to public. And in that, you can use it for all of these different things, Google Classroom, you can post things to Facebook, create a QR code, all kinds of different things that you can do with it. Or you can just make it public where anyone who has the link can go to it. So that's the way you can share it with other teachers, with your colleagues, with the students, if it's something that you want to share with your students. Wakelet is not just for teachers. Older students that have access to devices can use Wakelet to prepare and organize their own research projects. They can do digital stories. Wakelet does so many different things, but it creates newsletters. I can't put that all in just one lesson. So this was just a quick tutorial on how to use it. And before I go on to your little assignment, do y'all have any questions? Was that pretty clear?
Yes, it was very clear. I love this.
All clear.
All right, so your assignment is you are going to create your own Wakelet on the subject of your choice. And you don't have to make it as in-depth as that first one I showed you on the Outsiders. I just want you to know how to do it. So you're going to give it a title, a description, and a background or cover photo. Use at least 3 internet sources, including a video. So find something on YouTube and a couple others just so you know how to add your sources. Like I said, if you're going to use this for one of your units, obviously you want to have your sources already on hand, have them curated and know that they're good sources. But in this case, I just want you to know how to do it. So Give it a title, description, background photo, and use at least 3 sources. Upload a PDF and upload a GIF or animated GIF, something for fun. Edit the source descriptions and then make it public. And then when you have done that, you are going to be able to go to this Google form and you're going to post the link to your Wakelet on it. And you're going to go through all this and give me a little review on all these. And the very last one is post a link to your Wakelet. And this right here is a link to the tutorial that we just built together, the one that I just showed you. So besides showing you how to do it, I actually have the tutorial on Wakelet, and then the PDF checklist that I mentioned that I had emailed to you. You can also access it through here, and that cooperating with me, but it's there, I promise. There it goes. And this is not interactive, it's just something to help you out. Gives you some screenshots you can print. It's circled the things that we're going to use, the places that you're not going to need to click. So a lot of different things. And then I've also in email shared this slideshow with you guys, so you have links to all of these, and then you have my voice on the screen recordings in the slideshow. So, do y'all have any final questions about the assignment?
I do.
You say you do?
Yeah, if I have a like Google Doc or spreadsheet or something that I want to put on there, is it Google friendly?
That is a good question. I think through what I have been doing, I have not figured out how to go straight to a Google Doc. I think it may have to be saved as a PDF. Okay.
That's perfect. I mean, that's probably what I would do anyway. I was just wondering if it was Google friendly.
That I hadn't even thought about that. I might have to go figure that out myself now.
Well, I bet PDF would be probably a lot easier.
It would, since it's actually attached.
Okay. I think I'll do that.
Any other questions? All right. Well, thank y'all very much for helping me out with this. And I hope this is something that you'll be able to use.
I definitely will.
Good, good. Well, y'all enjoy the rest of your summer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.